So what am I doing now? Well, the video that I shot, Protex, the fun, hopefully you guys enjoy it as entertainment. Protect video is going up, and I took a shower, and I've got like 30 minutes before the premiere, and I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, I've promised you guys a video. There's been a video that I've talked about a few times. And as I was getting ready to load a blade into one of my grandfather's antique safety razors, I got to thinking about why we don't use straight razors anymore. And I promised I was gonna do this video, and you can tell by the title. The title of this video is the razor blade business model, AKA, well actually it's gonna be, why don't we use straight razors anymore, AKA the razor blade business model. So we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna take a break from it. So we're gonna go sit down. I'm gonna shave and then I will film the rest. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me use a straight razor. We are going to, you guys have seen me shave enough times on this channel. We're going to talk about why we walked away from a perfectly good, viable method of grooming for something that we're gonna throw away. So guys, if you are listening with headphones, turn down the volume. I'm gonna shave and I will meet you guys momentarily. So now, I'm sure a few of you are like, Mike, what the hell are you on about? You know, everybody knows you like straight razors, but have any of you ever really thought about the why? Why we all use why none of us use straight razors anymore? Why don't we use straight razor anymore? So I'm sure you've heard people say that a straight razor is a superior shave. A single blade razor gives you a superior, more skin healthy shave. But why did we switch? Well, we have one person to thank for that. Mr. King Gillette. So, back in the day, everybody used straight razors. That's what you shaved with. I still use a straight razor. I find a straight razor is the best shave you're going to get. Especially for someone like me that has a beard that grows the way mine does, which is it grows all curly, all different directions, and for me to shave, what happens is that hair gets trapped under the skin and it causes bumps. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because my video premieres in like 10 minutes. We're doing this in the middle between the time I shot the Protect video and now. So what happened was King Gillette, consummate businessman, was like, you know what? There's gotta be a better way to make money on this process. You know, people shave. Men grooming is a thing. Because until then, a lot of stuff was like this. You had straight razors. You had things like this that were, this is actually part of a haircut kit. This has a blade in it and you actually can cut hair and trim hair with it. This actually is older and does use a blade, but it's a blade that you could sharpen. So what happened was King Gillette was sitting there, and you know, you just picture it, he's like, there's gotta be something. There's gotta be something that I can do to make it more profitable in the men's grooming. So, you know, at the time people were like, men shave, that's it, they shave. And so he's like, you know what? We've gotta come up with a way to make this seem as though you don't wanna use it. And so there was a big thing about the safety razor that came out. King Gillette came up with an idea. He goes, look, here's what we'll do. We'll sell them a product. The product's not what we're selling. What we're selling is for them to take a part of that product and throw it away and purchase a new one every so often. See where I'm going? So he got rid of, basically he did a campaign where they launched a campaign saying they're unhygienic, People die from them. They started calling them cutthroat razors. And so you see where I'm going. They made them sound dangerous. And he's like, I have a solution. A safety razor. Now, I've cut myself with a straight razor. I've cut myself with a safety razor. Same cut. Cuts you the same. So what you had to do is you had to purchase blades. And I have a thing of blades laying here somewhere, but hang on a second, I'll go get them. It's like I was saying. So what they marketed was a different style blade that was safer. It protected your skin because only a small part of that was sticking out as opposed to this big, scary blade. Well, I got news for you. The only part of the blade that touches your skin is the edged part of a straight razor, as is the only part of the blade that touches your face on a straight razor. But he managed to sell it as a safety thing. And then there were other companies that came out. So, Gillette wasn't the only company that was making this, but what they were making was blades. And these are old blades. These were my grandfather's. All this stuff that you're looking at came out of a box of things that were my grandfather's that my mother brought when she came out to stay. These are safety blades, safety razor blades. And we'll pull one out. I'll show you how it works in case you've never seen one. So you take the blade out, and these blades are in really good shape for as old as they are. My grandfather died years ago, and I guarantee he didn't use these. So these are all, like, I think they're called barn door style. Don't do this, unsafe. So it opens, and you just drop the blade down in, that slot that's in the middle, it drops in, and it sits there, and then you close this down, and that comes up, and then your blade, very, very little bit of that blade is exposed. So the potential of cutting yourself, in theory, is less. King Gillette did not give a crap about your safety or your hygiene or any of those things. What he was trying to get to was a point where he could sell you this for $5. You keep this forever. But about once a week, you got to buy one of these, which means that you got to buy packs of these. And the more packs of these you buy, the more money King Gillette makes. Well, so everybody was like, huh, it was kind of a good idea. And people were buying into the, oh, it's safer and this and that, but it really isn't. So then King Gillette and the Gillette Company said, you know what? People are starting to take these safety blades, and now they're manufacturing ways. This is a sharpener for this blade right here. Can you see the angle that it sits at? And the blade sits in here, and you can just push down on this, get it in that V, and clean up and resharpen these. And he's like, oh, we can't have that. Can't have that. There go our profits. So they said, yeah, we're going to stop doing these. What we're going to do is we're going to market a whole new system. And they tried to come up with ways of making it sound good. And I have one here. It is a small cartridge razor. It's an old school one. Actually, I don't have it. I only brought the other cartridge razor. So what they did was, because he realized that people were coming up and they were making their own versions of it. Rolls razors actually were in response to the big fad of the safety razors. So a Rolls razor is just basically a straight razor blade inside a guard, and it came with a kit and sharpened it. So it was not, this is like the beginning of things like where people started engineering obsolescence, planned obsolescence. His whole plan was that he wanted to sell you an item, maybe even give you, maybe the razor came free. That's how this works. You buy one of these, you get this thing for free. This is free. They don't charge you anything for this, but they sure as shit charge you $14 for like 5 of these. You can't use this without this. And then every so often they're like, hey, guess what? We changed the design. It's better. Planned obsolescence. They get rid of this. You still have to buy blades. You still have to shave. this is where they were going. He thought he had it there, but the money wasn't there, and people found ways to get around buying the new blades. So this is something that's been done, and this is the same thing that gets done with some of these other companies. You could even go as say as that video games are of the razor blade business model. We sell you the model. We sell you the base station. It's not that much. But you got to have this to use it. You got to have this to use it. You got to have games for it. What are you gonna do? You got a game system. You don't have any games. All the games are sold separate. But what we'll do is we'll give you the base. We will give you the base system with maybe two games, so that you got something to start with. Well, who's going to play those same two games forever? No one. Where they make their money is on their software. It's basically the same thing. I have this at a low price, but I have to have another item to use it, which you guys look at the price of razor blades. I don't. These are expensive. Guess what? Nowhere near as good as this. Not near as good a shave. And absolutely nowhere in comparison to this. And I'll tell you why. I can go in and lather up. If I haven't shaved in like a week and a half, I can go in, lather up, and shave. I could shave this off with this. Would it take a while? Yeah. But I can do it. You can't. You can't do that with this. So this is just basically one of those things that happened. And then people just were like, oh, okay. This is why people when we fall through things in commerce, I get upset. Like, because I'm telling you right now, nowhere as good a shave. You know why it has so many blades? Because the blades that are on it are garbage. You have to have more blades because they don't cut well. And they load up. These things load up and they get nasty and they rust and they're just horrible. This is the worst way to shave. And it's not as good for your skin as they play it out to be. They're like, oh, it lifts the hair. That's not as good as you really don't want 5 blades taking off that much material. I don't get razor burn from a straight razor. I get them from that. But this is basically, this was genius. It was genius. It was a new business model. It was a brand new business model, and people have followed that. There's juice machine systems that require a specific packet. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was that one, AVE did a video about it. There's been so many people that have done videos about these things that require a monthly subscription to use the item, where you have to get the stuff. Okay, you got the base station, so you got to pay us to deliver the stuff. You need to use that. I mean, it's basically these things. This is all crap. It's all garbage. It's not even. I mean, it's crappy pot metal with a plastic handle and a little button, but they do this, and we've let them get away with it for so long that we don't even think about it. We don't even think about it. It has now become, it was a paradigm shift at first, and once it caught on, Gillette, man, they made money hand over fist. So just to throw it out there, not everything new is always better. So that's basically this. I just kind of want to throw it out there. I had said that I was going to do this video a few times. I did another video earlier today. This one's probably just going to go up tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's a unique thing. And then there were all kinds of different versions of straight razors and safety razors. And I think this is the weirdest one I've seen. This was one of my grandfather's. It is called a Christie Pilot Razor by the Christie Razor Company of Fremont, Ohio, which, you know, my grandfather probably bought this. And there's the blades are 35 cents per package of 5. The Ace model is $5. It's got an advertisement in that for the other ones. Here's another one. The Christie Company. He has there's 2 of these. There's 2 of these. Here's another. He had 2 models of the same razor, used the same blades. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get off of here. I have a premiere that starts in like 30 seconds. I love you guys. Just keep in mind, don't always fall for the hype. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.